Lift your lid. Welcome to Swift Talk with Sherry Swift, helping you experience explosive growth, moving from where you are to where you want to be. Say no to mediocrity and yes to the life you want and deserve. Here is your host, best-selling author, performance coach, and speaker, Sherry Swift.
Welcome to Swift Talk. My name is Sherry Swift, and I am your host. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. I know that you have many listening options, and I certainly appreciate you for plugging in here today. Your rhythm is uniquely and individually your own. There's no one else out there who's just like you. It's created and recreated as a result of our experiences, bad or good, the instruments that we have access to, and our environment. Now, what happens is our rhythm emits a vibration that attracts our tribe. Our tribe being the people who surround us, the people who run with us. For those of us who are entrepreneurs, very often it's our business partners and our clients. And for those of us who are younger in age, it may be our friends and the people that we hang out with. What happens far too often is we compromise our vibration to blend, to fit in, and for short-term win, which often results in things like the wrong job, the wrong business, the wrong mate, the wrong clients, the wrong friends, and so on and so on. If we're less than thrilled with our tribe, we have to consider recalibrating our vibe. So for the next few minutes, I'd like to spend just a little bit of time thinking about what type of vibration we are emitting into the universe that is drawing nearer to us, sometimes the opposite of what we're hoping to attract. You see, I have the privilege, it's a sincere honor and privilege to sit with so many people that are building amazing things for themselves. And very often early in our relationship, what we have to we have to get on the same page, and we have to agree upon the fact that they are unnecessarily drawing negativity to them. They are drawing towards them the things that they no longer say that they want. More often than not, this happens just out of habit. You see, when we were younger, our programming was created as a result of what we were surrounded by. We were told how to think, how to believe, what was right and what was wrong. And what we call that is a lid that was really solidly screwed down on our head. And this lid, for some of us, is still tightly secured with all of that thinking and mindset that really is not as a result of our contributions, but more of a result of those things that were told and taught to us before we were able to create our own thought process. So I guess I would have to ask you, how are you operating today? Are you operating in your own mindset, in your independent mindset? Have you taken the opportunity to loosen and lift your lid? Why do you believe the things that you believe today? Are you fear-based because you actually have things that you're afraid of? Or are you fear-based because someone your entire life told you that you should be afraid of those things? Are you alone because you've chosen to be alone, and that is perfectly fine? Or are you alone because someone some time ago told you or taught you without even saying it out loud that it's better to be alone? Are you closeted in your reality because you've chosen to keep your lifestyle a secret, which is perfectly okay? Or are you closeted because of programming that someone else created and left with you, that you are less than perfect the way you are? I am asking you to interrogate your thinking. Unscrew that lid, lift it. Ask yourself why you believe the things you believe. Ask yourself where that belief system came from. And as long as you can validate it and it still makes sense to the person that you've become today, then go forward and produce. And as you continue to emit that vibration, it will draw near to you more of the things that you truly believe in. The challenge comes when we don't interrogate our thinking and we are emitting into the universe things that we really don't believe, that we really don't understand, that are not a part of who we want to be today, who we want to be even moreover tomorrow. But we're emitting these things into the universe. Well, what the universe does extremely well is pays us back in dividends what we put out. So if you say that you want to lose weight, you want to live a physically fit life, more important than losing weight, you want to be able to go on vacation and enjoy yourself. You want to be able to hike. You want to be able to walk. You want to live a longer life. You want to see your grandchildren. You want to be able to ride the rides at the amusement park. You want to be able to dress from any store that you decide you want to. You want really, really good blood pressure and cholesterol that is measured by doctors that does not require medication. That's where you'd like to go. Maybe that's the decision that you've made. But if after that decision that you've made, if you emit into the universe a vibration that is the opposite of that, which could be simply, I don't want to take a walk today, I'm too tired. I'm not sure where I'm going to find the time to go to the gym. I just don't have time for that. You know, I'm going to stop and swing through that drive-thru and grab dinner today because I just don't have time to prepare something that's good for me. Now, a lot of you may think, well, Sherry, come on now, Sherry, that's not saying that I don't want to be fit. It's just saying that I'm too busy to be fit. Well, the universe says if you're too busy to be fit, my friend, then we're not going to force fit on you. How about that? In so many different areas of our life, that is the conflict that's happening every day. We say we want, we do something different, the universe gets confused. We say we want, we do something completely different, the universe gets confused. Not only does the universe get confused, but let's talk for a second about what that does when we own businesses and when we are working on our brand and we are trying to attract a very specific type of client. Well, it's difficult to say that you're one thing and then show up as something else, because what you attract is not what you say. It's actually what you demonstrate. You see, at some point, when you look around and all you see is cuckoo, cuckoo, You've got to grab a great big mirror and say to yourself, how much of this am I contributing to my reality? I am obviously putting something out that is drawing more of that near to me. And if you ever get real enough with yourself to have that discussion and to come to that conclusion, then you'll know that it's time to get clear. It's time to get clear on who you really are and who you really want to be. What you need to do in order to actually facilitate that new reality. What are all the roadblocks that are absolutely going to face you? And how do you maneuver those roadblocks so that you have all the opportunities that are available to everyone and anyone after they make the decision? It all starts with your programming, every single drop of it. There is absolutely no reason why you can't have everything that you want. And it's unfortunate that so many of us struggle with having less than what we really desire. We make concessions in areas that we don't have to because we're not ready to make the sacrifice that we need to make to emit into the universe what we truly want. You see, broken down and made really simple, the way that you're behaving is distracting your opportunity. The way that you show up is turning off the people that you're hoping to turn on. Your lack of discipline in your finances is making it impossible for you to draw financial opportunity in your direction. Your lack of discipline in your day-to-day prospecting and business building is making it impossible for you to actually benefit from the prospecting. You see, if you do something one day because you say you want it, and then you say, I did it, check the box, I feel really good about it. But then if it doesn't turn something out for you that makes you exciting and create an immediate result and you quit, well, again, it confuses the universe. And the universe says, well, you didn't really want it, so we're going to withdraw it. You weren't ready for it. You weren't ready for it. So once you make the decision that you're ready for this transformation, you've got to procure the necessary consistency to see it through. We started this conversation talking about drawing things to you that match your vibration and match what it is that you're hoping to attract. And I guess what I'm saying to you today is make sure that the vibration that you're throwing out is matching what you're hoping to reel in. Sometimes that means that we need to pause and reconfirm that we are who we think we are and that we want what we say we want. And sometimes that means that we have to turn away from things that no longer match our goals and our aspirations. One thing I can promise you, my friends, is same creates same. And change makes way for change. So I want to encourage you, if you're having one of those weeks, one of those months where you're thinking, I'm working hard, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. I'm really, really trying, but my business isn't turning over. The people in my life aren't showing up the way I need them to. My children aren't behaving the way I want them to. My finances aren't showing up the way I need them to show up. And you think and feel like, what is going on? It must be spiritual sabotage. I can't even process what's happening right now. I'm doing the best I can. I want to encourage you to pause and check your vibration. Are you doing and being in a way that you are attracting the things that you hope to attract? Sometimes your vibrations are off. Your doing and your being are the opposite of what you hope to attract. So let's make sure that we are lining up positively to attract the things that we hope for. Again, my name is Sherry Swift. I am a performance coach, a production coach, a transition coach. I help people. I have the honor and privilege every day of helping people to build big businesses, to build productive teams, to transition out of businesses and retire comfortably, to transition into marriage, out of marriage, transition into another career. My business is change, and I help people navigate their way through the journey. I appreciate you taking just a little bit of time to listen today. I want to encourage you to plug in and continue to visit with me. My regular on the podcast is to interview startups and entrepreneurs, and I like to give them a voice and a platform to promote their business. And during every conversation, I pause and ask, what gave you the idea? What's been your greatest challenge? Where was your breakthrough? What was your breaking point? What's next for you? It's some of the best conversation for people who are at a point where they're not sure if they should keep pushing. And you have the opportunity to learn about a lot of cool new services and products. So I'd love to encourage you to check me out on YouTube, and you can search Swift Talk with Sherry Swift on YouTube, and please subscribe so that you'll be updated. You can find me on Stitcher, and you can find me on iTunes. Most importantly, I'd love to hear from you. I know we've got lots of people listening here. I see it in all my reports, and I always love it when we get an email or two. So don't ever hesitate to reach to me at swifttalk@sherryswift.com. If you work for a corporation that likes to give your team a gut check from time to time, that has realized that diversity, inclusion, and customer service is the core of every sustainable business, and you'd like to bring in a team building opportunity, don't hesitate to go to my website. You can find us at sherryswift.com, and please reach out to my team. We'd love an opportunity to come and pour into your team to discuss the importance of respecting one another, hopefully, consistently, leadership that creates sustainability and productivity in any organization. Thanks again for listening, my friends. My goal is explosive growth in order to impact many, many lives. Life is simply delicious, and I am inviting you to have a great big old slice of it with me on a regular basis. Till next time, my friends, take care.
You've been listening to Swift Talk with Sherry Swift. If you would like to schedule time with Sherry, download the show notes and much, much more. Find it all at www.sherryswift.com.